What's up, guys? So we got to talk about it. One of the biggest content creators on YouTube, Corey X Kenshin, just recently got into some trouble because he has some allegations floating around from, of course, ex-lady friend. And this is why I say give me stealth wealth. I don't want to be famous. There are almost no benefits of being famous at this point in human history, especially if you are a man. There are always people recording you. There are people trying to dox you. There are people trying to sue you. There are people trying to come up to you, trying to be the next clip to go viral. And for some reason, the moment you hit over 1 million subscribers, you're all of a sudden an abusive boyfriend. I don't know what that is, but the moment you hit a certain level of status, you're an abusive boyfriend, you're manipulative, you're doing something behind the scenes where some woman is crying, and now you have to be dethroned, or you have to get sued, or you have to deal with some type of publicity. If I had one too many and I want to go take a pee in the bushes, I want to be able to do that without my bratwurst all over TMZ. I'm just that kind of guy. Give me stealth wealth. This video is by Jamari. Jamari is a YouTube legend. The guy's been on YouTube for forever. He makes great content on all of these social issues with streamers going insane and all these different things that the streamers are doing in that world. Go check out Jamari if you want to watch this video without me giving my commentary on it. And I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description below. But if you guys want my commentary, I'm about to get into the video right now.
Tonight, my entire timeline was jumping talking about a YouTuber named Corey Kenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy, but he is factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube. It appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines was when he was saying YouTube is racist or showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night Corey found himself on the end of some allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming to his defense. So all of the information we have right now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official. And she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok, which she titles The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber.
And I guarantee you she's a failed streamer or a failed YouTuber or a failed content creator in some way. It always goes that way. And this is what they feel like their big break is going to be. Now she's going to do a whole podcast tour where she gets to go on other people's platforms and talk about this traumatic situation where this evil man was manipulating her. And that's just the money play right now. And because these people aren't interesting, they just go on different podcasts and talk about their relationship with the person who actually is interesting.
I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty.
I remember content warnings for if you've seen like war footage of somebody's arm getting blown off. When I was growing up in the early internet, there was a website called Rotten. Now, you shouldn't look up this website because it is absolutely dark, and this is stuff that we probably shouldn't have been consuming, but it was floating around when I was growing up. That was stuff that content warnings were for. Now it's like some woman got a text message and that's like emotional trauma and we need a content warning before we show him gaslighting her.
I mean, just based on the sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit. She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Corey, and that he was hiding her from the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questions his religious acumen here.
Yeah, you're ugly, he doesn't like you. Is that like new? You don't get to meet the family. He doesn't show you off in public because he doesn't actually like you. I thought that was like something we used to understand. Now that's emotional abuse.
Devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. She goes on to say that Corey met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple times to the idea that he ghosted her, or that he emotionally abused her, and that when she needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things that you could shelve, and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that
So she was a booty call. Complicated on and off relationship. Any man that loves a woman is not going to be an on and off relationship. He's cuffing you. You're meeting the family. You're meeting his brothers, his friends. If he's not doing that with you, you're a booty call. Sorry. I mean, yeah, people end up getting manipulated, and it happens to men all the time that are in the friend zone all the time. Dudes do things for women. The women only call them when they want a shoulder to cry on and they need some emotional support. That exists everywhere. The booty call is just the female equivalent. He's only calling you when he wants some butt.
Apparently cheated on her in public. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. He goes on to claim that this was his sister, and she also says that this is when he stopped talking to her altogether. And then she goes on to say that this ruined her nervous system somehow, and over she questions his position as a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his
Bro play video games talking about a role model. If your role model is Corey X Kenshin for any reason other than you want to be a big YouTuber, if you feel let down because bro getting some butt when he's off of YouTube, then you must be like 9 years old.
Audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now in part 2, we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress. Basically, it seems like after some time, Corey wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Now she claims he did this spinning of the block because he knew he could still get her and that it would make him feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if
like,
it was
what are we talking about? Of course.
She claims, though, that he somehow threw the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past by someone else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex, and he comes back and says that this wasn't the case and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that she did not care about his money or status in the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case.
Yeah, definitely
a lot of
not.
times more money, more status, well, it brings in a lot more problems for someone.
Sometimes when you've already beat the game at 19 years old or 17 years old like Justin Bieber, the only thing that's left to do is drugs.
Especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed with cancer, which is obviously terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's
She
horrible.
says she
That
was
is
diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever." With absolutely no other context, we don't know what she said to him before.
Yeah, where's your family? Where's your mom and your dad and where's your family at? What do you mean you feel alone?
That, how she said it, or how long it had been since they had even talked. Claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on. I mean, she's basically acting like he says, "Well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks," and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message.
And even if he did, that would be very, very mean of him to do, but that wouldn't be him being guilty of any type of abuse necessarily. We have to be much more responsible about how we apply this word abuse, especially when we're talking about emotional and all these other things that are just very vague terms. This doesn't even look like a relationship to me. It looks like he's a famous guy that's sleeping with a girl.
But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer, which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up for her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully, and this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Corey was using other women in this way, where he never truly committed to them, but liked to keep them around.
But like, are we acting like women don't date multiple men at once? Are we acting like that's not true? Are we acting like a girl ain't got 4 or 5 guys in their phone and they leading them on all the time? Are we acting like women don't do this all the time? Imagine if every guy in the friend zone, I don't know a single woman on the planet that doesn't have or haven't had at least one man in the friend zone at some point in their life. Imagine if every guy in the friend zone got to play the "she emotionally manipulated me" card. That would be weird. Isn't this what everybody's up in arms about? Body autonomy, sexual revolution, everybody just having sex with any random person. This is what we're all for. This is the consequence of it. Yeah, he's a rich guy and he sleeps with multiple multiple women. And only in today's time is that seen as damn near a crime. And it's not actually a crime, but socially, you damn near get crucified for it. And it's just a crazy double standard because women do this all the time. And I guarantee you she's probably done this to somebody that maybe liked her.
The truth and holding Corey accountable, really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry, I just got this fetish.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
Bro,
You
leave me
did
alone.
something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now don't get me wrong, that was some weird shit he said about watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Corey said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, you
Then what
see
are we
me
talking
fucking
about?
laughing with him in the video. You can't be that dumb to think that.
But people are that dumb, though.
Well, unfortunately, then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video.
She's just mad because she's seen that relationship as the cash cow. It was the only thing interesting about her, so she was holding on to it. And now the dude don't want nothing to do with her, and she's mad because they slept with each other, but she don't feel like she got nothing out of it. That clip is sexual innuendo conversation. That is completely normal. Now, when filmed out of context, it can seem weird. I would not have worded what I might say to my wife that way, but I say those types of things to my wife all the time. It's sexual innuendo getting slung all around the place over here. That's a healthy sexual relationship between a man and a woman. If you with a woman and y'all don't have sexual innuendo conversations, there is no sexual tension in your marriage or relationship, and that's not a good thing. Now, again, I wouldn't have said it like that, but damn, a brother can't be human?
In particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment, a nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on a TikTok trend.
Bacon avocado. I dated Corey Kenshin. And he hurt me really bad. And I'm not the only one.
I mean, come on, guys. You cannot
on,
tell me
bro,
that this
like-
isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge. I mean, at the end of the day, it really just seems like Corey was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, maybe some of them thought that it was something more serious, but either way, the guy did not do anything illegal.
Right.
He had a
What are you
fully
talking
consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok live just last night.
Between me and Corey. Like,
Like,
the
y'all are...
essay
God,
happened to me when I was younger.
a whole
And
different
we're not-
person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said
Yeah,
that
what are you
many
talking about
times in
then?
my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like,
Yeah, but that was also leading, and it was sexual innuendo, and why would you even post that in the first place? Like, why would you post that video, you know? Like, even the moment after something, you would assume you would be more of a lady about it and kind of keep it to yourself, not post to the world that you just maybe have been on some type of sexual escapade with this guy. But for some reason, that's like a pride thing. It's like it becomes like a part of your brand that some of these women are trying to work themselves up the ladder, who they deal with and who they date. So they always got to like record these ambiguous moments so that they can keep them in their back catalog in case something happens and they can post it. It's just so weird to me. It's so weird. That's why I be talking about that fame thing. It's just not worth it. And everybody just lets these type of women just run rampant without any level of responsibility.
things like
Thank you. Thank you for saying
like,
that.
to laugh. Like, we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video.
It's good that she's saying this, though.
And I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
You never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business, nor do I really give a shit if someone I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life. I mean, as long as he wasn't doing anything illegal or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit, or maybe like some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, because when I saw this last night, the way the people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did, like, the absolutely worst thing in the world, when it really just seemed like maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments, but nothing about what he did here screams like, oh, this guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this topic down below.
To me, it just seems like he's being, what do they call it, a cisgendered male. This is what men are supposed to do when they're not gay. They get success, and then they get women because of their success and their proximity, but they don't settle down because they're focused on their success, and that's what got them the success in the first place, their willingness to focus on their success and not the women. So it just sounds like another bitter woman using her relationship as leverage to me. This one is called the Corey X Kenshin allegations, and this was by Jamari. Again, guys, I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description down below. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or a L, and give me the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.